guys, Deani here coming to another vlog. So, I originally had a vlog plan. It was only a minute long. I really couldn't do much with it. So, I decided I'm going to change it up and tell you guys a story instead. One of Deani's old Storytime vlogs. So, here we are, and let's get right down to it. If you like the video, smash that subscribe button because, you know, I love all the support I get on these videos. And hit that like button if you love this video, but hit that dislike button if you didn't like it, and leave a comment saying, hey, Deani, didn't like this video. Who knows? This is going to be about my earliest video gaming memories. This is when I was like 11, 12 years old. These are like the first times I was like on the internet just talking to people, interacting with people. So, let's start. My first real memory was playing Wizard 101. I don't know if any of you have heard of that game before, but Wizard 101 was like a little like MMO TCG type of game. And basically, during that time, I spent like a whole summer on it. I made like a couple friends. Some I don't really talk to, but there's like 2 or 3 I still talk to this day. And that was years ago, almost a decade ago. Second one was the time I first got into Minecraft, and I really was into it. And I found this really cool server. They welcomed me. It was a survival server. And I remember begging my mom, hey, Mom, give me a headphone so I can talk to these people. And so eventually we went to Walmart and bought like the cheapest kind you could. And I was so excited. I had like the little like fuzzball at the end. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be so cool. Eventually, I remember like playing on the server for a couple days, and I got so bored. I'm just like, wow, I can't really do too much here. So I think I set up a plan to like grief the server a bit by like not directly griefing it, but like causing a little chaos. And I set one of the buildings on fire just to like antagonize someone I didn't really like. And I logged off for like an hour because I'm like, yeah, you know, if it's on fire, they're not going to know it was me if I just logged out. So I logged back in an hour later. Everyone in the chat's telling me like Deani or whatever my name was at the time, that like the whole entire like village is on fire, like our whole city is on fire. I was like running around like, oh yeah, my house was on fire, like everything was on fire. I got around like the grief protection. And yeah, I eventually ruined the whole server for everyone. But that's not the first time that's happened to me. The next vivid memory I have of like gaming is going to be with my friends from Colorado. I met them through Minecraft. Me and my cousin were at the time building a Minecraft server. And that didn't pan out too well. So instead we kind of chose to go on a faction server. Now, this faction server was huge, and eventually I would meet so many different friends that I still had to this day. I met my friends from Michigan on there, and it was called Detoxcraft. Detoxcraft was a faction survival server, one where you gotta fight people, you gotta like take their stuff, and like make it your own. They had like pay-to-win kits that you could pay like $35, and you would get like a kit every day with like sharpness 5, sharpness 6 swords. It was crazy. It was genuinely crazy. So, one day, they had Hunger Games on the server, and I remember I had, like, a full kit of iron on me, and on the corner was this person I really did not like. He was so good at PvP, and I was just like, wow, I'm gonna frame him for trying to bring in, like, armor into PvP in the Hunger Games. And so I threw my whole entire kit of iron armor on him, took a screenshot, and I said, wow, you're trying to smuggle in iron armor in the Hunger Games? He looked at me and was just like, what the fuck? And he teleported out of there. I'm almost 100% sure he teleported out of there to take the iron armor back to his base, and he just came back later. Like, I felt pretty used. And it turns out later, that was Tristan. That's how I met my best friend to this day. So yeah, guys, that's that. Eventually, I was introduced to the whole group, and that's how I met my friends from Michigan. Everything else is history, to be honest. But thanks for listening to my little story about my first internet memory. Like I said, my outside video didn't pan out too well, so we're gonna have to figure out something. But for my YouTube channel, I'm thinking I'm going to lean more towards AMVs in the future. I'm still going to take on the vlogs. I love doing vlogs. It's a good chance for me to vent and talk about things that really either make my week or are just interesting to me. But I definitely love doing the AMVs a little more. They're a little more creatively fun, I would say. I do get like a good smile at the end when I see it. I've successfully done something. And I really hope that one day that I can actually like do a lot more complicated things with it. Right now my computer can hardly like barely run Premiere Pro. I'm hoping one day that I can get a good enough computer that I can also run After Effects, so I can even like spice up my videos even more. Like, I know this is not my creative limit. Like, I'm right here. I'm like chugging. I'm like, okay, this is what I can do with this. This tools that I'm given, and I guess that's my limit for now. But I want to expand that limit one day. So eventually, I am kind of looking for a job right now. Things have been kind of slow. So while I'm looking for a job, I will be doing like my little edits, but it might slow down once I do have a job. I do want to save up for a car, computer, and a camera. Once I have all three of those, then I'm going to be vlogging more, doing more videos, and probably, I don't know if I'm going to be focusing on YouTube as much. I kind of want to see what it's like to maybe make my own short film eventually. I do want to go back to school. That was not in the plan this year. I wanted to do it so badly this year, but you know how things are. I lost my wallet, lost like literally all my IDs, so I'm through the process of trying to get those back. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you later on the next one. See ya.